Welcome back to the channel, US Rare Coins News, Top 1. Today we are exploring a modern gold coin that many collectors overlook but serious numismatists watch very carefully, the United States of America Gold $1 2000p coin. This small but powerful piece of gold carries historical design, precious metal value, and exciting collector potential that can turn a tiny coin into a big investment opportunity. The year 2000 marked the beginning of a new millennium, and the United States Mint continued its tradition of producing beautiful modern commemorative and bullion-related gold coins. The 2000p gold $1 was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which is identified by the P Mint mark on the coin. Unlike circulating dollar coins, this piece is struck in real gold, making it instantly valuable because of its precious metal content alone. Most modern gold $1 coins of this era were produced as commemorative issues authorized by Congress, often connected to important historical themes or institutions. These coins were not made for circulation but were sold directly to collectors in special packaging. Because of that, many examples survive in excellent condition, but perfect specimens are still difficult to find. The obverse design of the 2000p gold $1 depends on the specific commemorative theme of that year, but it typically features detailed artwork representing American history or cultural achievements. The reverse often includes inscriptions of the denomination, year, and weight along with the words United States of America. The fine detail and sharp strike quality make these coins highly attractive to collectors who appreciate modern mint craftsmanship. Now let's talk about what truly matters: value and rarity. First, every 2000p gold $1 contains real gold, so it carries intrinsic melt value based on the current gold market. Even if collector demand disappeared completely, the coin would still be worth its gold content. That alone makes it far more valuable than ordinary dollar coins. In the general market, a typical 2000p gold $1 in original mint condition usually sells for slightly above its melt value. Depending on the gold price, these coins often trade in the range of $200 to $400 in normal uncirculated condition. The exact value moves with gold prices, so timing can make a difference. However, collector premiums come into play when the coin is preserved in exceptional condition or certified by a major grading service. Coins graded MS-69 often bring strong premiums above melt value, frequently selling between $400 and $600 depending on demand and theme popularity. The real excitement begins with perfect MS-70 graded examples. Because modern grading standards are extremely strict, achieving a flawless grade is not guaranteed even for mint-packaged coins. Certified MS-70 examples of certain 2000p gold $1 issues have sold at auction for $800 to over $1,000 depending on rarity and collector competition. Now let's discuss errors and special varieties because this is where things become very interesting for serious collectors. Although modern gold commemoratives are produced with advanced quality control, mint errors can still occur, and when they do, they become highly desirable. A double die error on a gold coin is extremely rare and can bring dramatic premiums. If noticeable doubling appears on lettering or design elements, auction prices could reach into the thousands of dollars depending on strength and certification. Off-center strikes on gold coins are also rare because quality control usually catches them. If one were discovered with a clear date and strong visual impact, collectors could pay several $1,000s due to the unusual nature of such an error on a gold commemorative. Clipped planchet errors or coins struck on the wrong planchet would be extraordinarily rare and potentially worth many thousands of dollars depending on authentication and uniqueness. Because gold planchets are carefully controlled, any major striking error becomes an instant headline piece among collectors. Another factor that adds value is limited mintage. Many modern gold commemorative coins were produced in relatively low numbers compared to circulating coinage. Lower mintages combined with strong historical themes can create long-term demand growth, especially when collectors attempt to complete full commemorative sets. Eye appeal is also critical. Deep, rich gold color, sharp strike details, and clean surfaces dramatically influence auction results. Even small imperfections can reduce value significantly, which is why certified high-grade examples command such strong premiums. For investors, the 2000p gold $1 offers dual benefits: precious metal security and numismatic potential. For collectors, it represents a piece of modern American history struck in beautiful gold with artistic detail and limited availability. If you own one of these coins, store it carefully in its original packaging or certified holder. Avoid touching the surfaces because fingerprints can reduce grade and value. Always consider professional grading if you believe your coin may qualify for a top condition designation. The United States of America Gold $1 2000p coin proves that modern issues can carry serious value when gold content, limited mintage, condition rarity, and possible mint errors combine. This small gold coin is not just a collectible, it is a blend of art, history, and investment potential wrapped into one shining piece. Top 2. Today we are diving into a modern American gold treasure that many collectors are still discovering, the United States of America Gold $1 2010D coin. This small but powerful gold piece carries historic design, precious metal security, and exciting collector potential that can turn a tiny coin into a serious investment opportunity. The 2010D Gold $1 was struck at the Denver Mint, proudly carrying the D Mint mark that identifies its origin. Unlike ordinary circulating dollar coins, this piece was struck in real gold as part of modern commemorative or bullion-related programs authorized by Congress. That means from the moment it left the mint, it already held intrinsic value far beyond $1. Most modern gold $1 coins of this period were produced in limited mintages compared to circulating coins. They were sold directly to collectors in special presentation packaging rather than released into everyday commerce. Because of that, many examples survive in excellent condition, but perfect flawless coins are still surprisingly difficult to find. The design of 2010 gold dollar issues typically reflects important American themes, historical events, or national institutions. The obverse often features a detailed portrait or symbolic design representing the honored subject, while the reverse includes inscriptions such as United States of America, the denomination, and the gold weight. The fine detail and sharp strike quality make these coins visually stunning and highly desirable among gold collectors. Now let's talk about value because this is what every collector wants to understand clearly. First, the 2010D Gold $1 contains real gold, which gives it melt value based on the current gold market. Even in the most basic condition, the coin will always trade close to its gold content value, creating a strong price foundation. In the real market, a typical 2010D Gold $1 in original uncirculated condition usually sells for slightly above melt value. Depending on gold prices, these coins often trade between $300 and $500 in normal collector condition. The exact number moves with the gold market, which means timing can greatly influence value. When we move into certified high grades, the premium becomes much more exciting. Coins graded MS-69 by major grading services frequently sell between $500 and $700 depending on demand and theme popularity. The difference between a standard uncirculated coin and a near-perfect graded coin can be significant. The true rarity appears with perfect MS-70 examples. Because grading standards for modern gold coins are extremely strict, not every coin qualifies for a flawless designation. Certified MS-70 examples of certain 2010D Gold $1 issues have sold at auction for $800 to over $1,500 depending on rarity, collector competition, and overall gold demand. Now let's move into the most thrilling area for serious collectors, mint errors and unusual varieties. Although modern mints use advanced quality control technology, mistakes can still happen, and when they occur on gold coins, the results can be extremely valuable. A double die error on a gold coin is rare and highly desirable. If strong doubling appears in the lettering, date, or design elements, collectors may pay several $1,000s depending on the clarity and certification of the error. Because gold issues are produced carefully, major double dies are uncommon and therefore command strong premiums. Off-center strikes on gold commemorative coins are even rarer. If a 2010D Gold $1 were discovered with a dramatic off-center strike and a clearly visible date, auction prices could reach several $1,000s due to the unusual and eye-catching nature of the error. Clipped planchet errors, where a portion of the gold blank was missing before striking, are extremely rare and could also bring several $1,000s depending on size and authentication. A coin struck on the wrong planchet would be considered a major mint mistake and could potentially reach very high auction levels if verified by experts. Another factor that increases value is limited mintage numbers. Some modern gold dollar issues were produced in relatively small quantities compared to classic U.S. coinage. When demand grows and available supply remains tight, prices can rise steadily over time, especially for top-condition coins. Appeal is critical in the gold coin market. Collectors pay strong premiums for deep, rich gold color, sharp details, and clean surfaces without marks or spots. Even small imperfections can reduce value, which is why careful storage in original packaging or certified holders is extremely important. For investors, the 2010 D Gold $1 offers the powerful combination of precious metal security and collectible rarity. For coin lovers, it represents modern American craftsmanship struck in pure gold with meaningful historical design. If you own one of these coins, handle it carefully and avoid touching the surfaces directly. Consider professional grading if the coin appears flawless, because the difference between MS-69 and MS-70 can mean hundreds of dollars in value. The United States of America Gold $1 2010 D coin proves that modern gold issues can carry serious financial potential when limited mintage, condition rarity, and possible mint errors come together. This small gold coin is not just a collectible, it is a shining symbol of history, art, and long-term value. Top 3. Today we are uncovering a small but powerful piece of American gold history, the United States of America Gold $1 2000 D coin. At first glance it may look tiny compared to classic gold coins, but do not let the size fool you, because this modern gold dollar can carry serious value for collectors and investors who understand its rarity, condition, and potential errors. The year 2000 marked a new millennium, and the United States Mint continued producing limited mintage gold commemorative and special issue coins for collectors. The 2000 D Gold $1 was struck at the Denver Mint, proudly identified by the D Mint mark. Unlike ordinary circulating dollar coins, this piece was struck in real gold and sold directly to collectors, which means every example began its life as a premium product rather than pocket change. Most 2000 D Gold $1 coins were issued as part of congressionally authorized commemorative programs celebrating important American themes, institutions, or historical events. These coins were never intended for circulation and were carefully packaged and preserved. Because of that, many survive in high-grade condition, but achieving a perfect certified grade is far more difficult than many collectors expect. The design of the 2000 gold dollar depends on the specific commemorative theme of that year, often featuring detailed portraits or symbolic artwork representing American heritage. The reverse typically includes inscriptions such as United States of America, the denomination, and the gold weight. The craftsmanship, sharp details, and rich gold color make this coin visually impressive and highly collectible. Now let's focus on value, because this is where excitement begins. First, the 2000 D Gold $1 contains real gold, giving it intrinsic melt value tied directly to the gold market. Even in basic condition, the coin will trade close to its gold content value, providing a solid financial foundation. In the real market, a standard 2000 D Gold $1 in original uncirculated condition usually sells slightly above melt value. Depending on the current gold price, these coins commonly trade between $250 and $450 in normal collector condition. Gold price fluctuations can cause this range to move up or down, so timing always matters. When the coin is certified in high grades, premiums increase significantly. Coins graded MS-69 often sell between $450 and $700 depending on demand and theme popularity. The difference between an average uncirculated coin and a near-perfect certified coin can be several $100s. Now listen very carefully, because the highest graded coins are where serious auction records appear. Certified MS-70 examples, which represent flawless condition under strict grading standards, have sold for $800 to over $1,500 depending on scarcity and collector competition. Because not every coin qualifies for a perfect grade, population numbers remain limited. Let's now move into one of the most exciting topics for advanced collectors: mint errors and unusual varieties. Even with modern mint technology, rare mistakes can occur, and when they appear on gold coins, they can be extremely valuable. A double die error on a gold commemorative coin is rare and highly desirable. If noticeable doubling is visible in the lettering, date, or design elements, such a coin could sell for several $1,000s depending on strength and authentication. off-center strikes on gold coins are extremely uncommon because of strict quality control. If one were discovered with a clearly visible date and dramatic misalignment, auction values could easily reach several $1,000s due to rarity and strong visual appeal. Clipped planchet errors, where part of the gold blank was missing before striking, would also be highly valuable and could command several $1,000s depending on size and certification. A coin struck on the wrong planchet would be considered a major mint error and could potentially reach very high auction levels if verified by experts. Limited mintage numbers also play a critical role in long-term value. Many modern gold dollar issues were produced in relatively small quantities compared to historic circulating gold coins. When collector demand grows and available supply remains fixed, premiums can increase steadily over time. Eye appeal is absolutely critical in the gold coin market. Collectors seek deep, rich gold color, sharp strike details, and clean surfaces free from spots or marks. Even small imperfections can reduce grade and value significantly, which is why careful storage is so important. For investors, the 2000D Gold $1 offers the powerful combination of precious metal security and collectible potential. For coin lovers, it represents modern American minting artistry struck in genuine gold with meaningful historical themes. If you own one of these coins, handle it carefully and store it in its original packaging or certified holder. Avoid touching the surfaces directly because fingerprints can permanently affect the finish. If your coin appears flawless, professional grading could unlock significant additional value. The United States of America Gold $1 2000D coin proves that modern gold issues can hold impressive worth when gold content, limited mintage, condition rarity, and potential mint errors combine together. This small coin is not just a piece of metal, it is a blend of history, craftsmanship, and financial strength. Top 4. Today we are stepping back into the very beginning of American history to explore a gold coin that carries one of the most powerful date ranges ever placed on United States coinage, the gold $1 1789 to 1797 commemorative issue. This remarkable coin honors the presidency of George Washington, and while it is a modern gold issue, it celebrates the years of his presidency from 1789 to 1797 with stunning artistry and real gold value. First, it is very important to understand that there was no official United States gold $1 coin struck during the actual years 1789 to 1797. The official gold dollar denomination did not begin until 1849. The 1789 to 1797 dated gold dollar you may encounter is a modern commemorative coin created to honor President Washington's leadership during the birth of the nation. These commemorative gold dollars were authorized by Congress and struck by the United States Mint in limited numbers for collectors. They were not released into circulation but sold directly in presentation packaging. Because they are struck in real gold, they carry intrinsic value that already places them far above $1 in worth. The design of the 1789 to 1797 gold $1 typically features a detailed portrait of George Washington, reflecting strength, dignity, and the founding spirit of America. The reverse usually displays patriotic elements such as eagles, wreaths, or inscriptions including United States of America and the denomination. The craftsmanship on these coins is sharp, deeply detailed, and highly attractive to both historians and gold collectors. Now let's talk about what truly excites collectors: value and rarity. Every 1789 to 1797 gold $1 contains genuine gold, meaning it has melt value based on current gold prices. Even in standard condition, the coin's gold content alone often places its base value between $300 and $500 depending on the gold market at the time. However, collector demand adds additional premium beyond melt value. In original uncirculated condition with complete mint packaging, these coins commonly sell in the range of $400 to $700 depending on theme popularity and overall demand. When professionally graded, the numbers can become more impressive. Coins graded MS-69 frequently sell between $600 and $900 depending on eye appeal and certification service. The difference between average uncirculated and near-perfect condition can be several $100s. Now listen very carefully because the highest graded coins are where strong auction results appear. Certified MS-70 examples, representing flawless surfaces under strict grading standards, have reached auction prices of $1,000 to over $2,000 depending on rarity and collector competition. Because not every coin qualifies for a perfect grade, population reports play a major role in determining scarcity. Let's move into one of the most exciting areas for serious collectors: mint errors and unusual varieties. Even with modern technology, mint mistakes can occur, and when they happen on gold coins, the premiums can be dramatic. A double die variety on a gold commemorative coin is extremely rare and highly desirable. If clear doubling appears in the lettering, date range, or design features, such a coin could bring several $1,000s at auction depending on strength and certification. Off-center strikes on gold commemoratives are even more unusual due to strict quality control. If discovered with a visible date and strong visual impact, auction prices could easily exceed several $1,000s because of the rarity of such an error on a gold issue. Clipped planchet errors, where a portion of the gold blank was missing before striking, would also command strong premiums and could reach several $1,000s depending on size and authentication. A coin struck on the wrong planchet would be considered a major mint error and could potentially bring very high auction results if verified by experts. Limited mintage plays another key role in value. Many gold commemorative issues honoring George Washington were produced in controlled quantities compared to circulating coinage. Once these coins sell out, the available supply becomes fixed, which can increase long-term collector demand. Eye appeal is extremely important in the gold coin market. Collectors pay strong premiums for rich golden color, sharp strike detail, and clean surfaces free from marks or spots. Even small imperfections can significantly affect grade and resale value. For investors, the 1789 to 1797 gold $1 offers both precious metal security and historical symbolism. For collectors, it represents a tribute to the first president and the founding era of the United States struck in beautiful gold. If you own one of these coins, store it carefully in its original holder or certified slab. Avoid touching the surfaces directly because fingerprints can permanently reduce grade. If your coin appears flawless, professional grading could significantly increase its market appeal and auction potential. The United States of America gold $1 1789 to 1797 commemorative coin proves that history, gold content, limited mintage, and potential mint errors combine to create impressive collector value. This small gold coin honors the birth of a nation and carries financial strength far beyond its face value. Top 5. Today we are traveling back to one of the most dramatic periods in American history to explore the United States of America gold $1 coins dated from 1865 through 1869. These tiny gold coins were struck just after the Civil War, during the Reconstruction era, and they carry both historic importance and serious collector value that can reach astonishing levels in high grades. The gold $1 denomination was first introduced in 1849 during the California Gold Rush, but the coins struck between 1865 and 1869 belong to the Type 3 design. This design features a larger portrait of Liberty wearing a coronet inscribed with the word Liberty, created by James B. Longacre. The reverse displays a wreath surrounding the denomination and the year, a classic and elegant appearance that collectors admire deeply. By the time 1865 arrived, the nation had just endured the Civil War and the tragic assassination of President Abraham Lincoln. Gold coins were not commonly used in everyday transactions during the war because paper money dominated circulation. As a result, many gold dollars from this era were saved, melted, or lost, which directly affects their rarity today. Let us talk about mintage and scarcity because this is where value begins. The 1865 gold dollar had a relatively low mintage compared to earlier years, making it scarcer in higher grades. In circulated condition, an 1865 example typically sells between $400 and $800 depending on wear and eye appeal. In uncirculated grades, prices often range from $1,500 to $3,000 depending on luster and strike quality. In top certified grades such as MS-67, auction results have reached well over $10,000 due to extreme condition rarity. Moving to 1866, production numbers were slightly higher, but true gem examples remain scarce. Circulated coins usually trade between $350 and $700 depending on condition. Uncirculated examples often sell for $1,200 to $2,500. Exceptional high-grade certified coins have achieved auction prices above $8,000 when preserved with sharp details and strong luster. the 1867 gold dollar is another challenging date in top condition. Circulated pieces generally bring $300 to $600. Uncirculated coins commonly range from $1,000 to $2,000 depending on grade. Superb certified examples have sold at auction for several $1,000s, especially when surfaces are clean and free of heavy marks. The 1868 issue shows similar market strength. Worn examples typically trade between $300 and $600. Uncirculated coins usually sell between $1,000 and $2,000 depending on quality. In very high certified grades, auction records have exceeded $7,000 due to limited surviving gem examples. Now let us look at 1869, the final year in this date range. Circulated coins often sell for $300 to $700 depending on wear. Uncirculated examples commonly trade between $1,100 and $2,500. In exceptional certified mint state grades, auction prices have reached several $1,000s, with top population coins commanding strong competition. Now listen very carefully because rarity is not only about mintage numbers but also about condition and errors. Gold dollars are very small coins, which makes them prone to weak strikes and contact marks. Finding sharply struck examples with smooth surfaces is far more difficult than many collectors realize. Mint errors on Civil War-era gold coins are rare but incredibly valuable. Off-center strikes can bring several $1,000s depending on visibility and grade. Clipped planchet errors, though extremely scarce on gold issues, can command strong premiums reaching into the thousands when authenticated. Double die varieties are also highly collectible. If visible doubling appears on the date, Liberty's coronet, or lettering, values can increase dramatically depending on strength and certification. Because gold coins were carefully handled at the mint, dramatic errors are rare, making them especially desirable. Another factor that increases value is original surfaces. Coins that retain natural mint luster without harsh cleaning are always worth significantly more. Cleaning can drastically reduce value, so collectors must examine surfaces carefully under proper lighting. The historical importance of these coins adds another powerful layer of appeal. These gold dollars were struck during a time when America was rebuilding after the Civil War. Holding one of these coins connects you directly to the Reconstruction era and the economic transformation of the nation. For investors, these coins offer both precious metal security and strong numismatic demand. For collectors, they represent artistry, history, and scarcity combined in one tiny yet powerful gold piece. If you own a gold $1 dated between 1865 and 1869, handle it carefully and consider professional grading. Authentication and proper grading can dramatically impact resale value and auction potential. The United States of America gold $1 coins from 1865 to 1869 prove that small coins can carry enormous historical and financial weight. Their gold content provides intrinsic value, while rarity, condition, and potential mint errors create opportunities for impressive auction results. Coin lovers, listen very carefully and enjoy every moment of your collecting journey because treasures from the Reconstruction era are becoming harder to find each year. The next time you see one of these tiny Civil War-era gold dollars, remember that its true worth may shine far beyond its small size.